YALI needs a lot of people like you who are making changes in your communities. Once you are a change maker, you believe you're a change maker, please do apply. I can testify that with my with my two legs, if I would say. Please apply. Don't just base on your education level. Don't base probably on where you're coming from.
Hello my people, I hope you're doing well. It's Alumni Show again. I'm Olive from YALI East Africa Rwanda Chapter, the networking and event chair in Rwanda Chapter. Today, as usual, we are visiting one of our alumni. He's a livestock farmer. He's doing farming and agriculture here in Bumbogo sector. As usual, you know, young people doesn't engage in agriculture, but we have seen that agriculture is contributing 70% of the economic growth of our country. So let me invite you and come and see what he's doing so that you can be motivated to engage in agriculture. You too, so come and see.
My name is David Gakumba. I'm co-founder at Under D&S Farm. We started this farm back in 2021. So basically it was after realizing how there's a high demand of food, after the other sectors being hit by COVID-19, so I said, well, I have to venture into food because I could see that this is one of the unstoppable sectors. So I applied to join YALI back in 2016. I'm one of the earliest cohorts because I'm cohort 8. I applied once and then I got through. And I joined YALI as a civic leader. By then I was working with an NGO that empowers women and youth. So that's how I went there as a civic leader. What I'm doing now is actually agriculture. So I found that there is a very, very huge opportunity in agribusiness. This is one of the sectors that looks like being left out, especially by this generation where they see that agriculture is only for the rural youth. But I can see huge opportunity. I see how food is actually is being highly demanded, and that's why I said I have to also venture into food. This is not actually my first company. This is my second company after realizing that need. Joining YALI, it has been really boon for me. Why? Because there are sorts of things that we cover there. Number one, being around the bright minds, the brave guys that have actually beat some fear out of them, and then they just go and follow their dreams and follow their ventures. So it's not easy to bring, let's say, like the youth from 10 countries under the same roof. So being around them, it's just you get that spark of braze. So after joining YALI, this is when I started the business. By then, like I said, I was in civic leadership. But when after graduating into YALI, I started a business because this is where I would feel like that's where my heart is fulfilled. And one thing is also, this is actually impacting the lives of the community because people are being hired, especially the people that never got a chance to go to school. And also we share some good practices with other farmers. I'm always telling them that they have to go from subsistence farming to commercial farming. So YALI has contributed a lot, especially the leadership skills that we covered, the habits of highly effective people, 7 habits of highly effective people. They have really contributed a lot in my leadership skills. Honestly speaking, had it not been YALI, I couldn't have started the business because really I was really contented where I was. I was working, I was being well paid, but joining YALI, I felt like I have a call that is bigger than just having a job, being employed. I felt like I can contribute in the ecosystem of the business. So I started a business after joining YALI. In fact, I resigned my work or my job. It was back in 2016, but 2019 never found me in my job again. So I started in the real estate, and now now I'm into agriculture. Basically, YALI has contributed a lot. Like I said, when I remember the courses we covered, like design thinking, Design thinking helped me to articulate my idea of a business, from identifying the problem to where I tested it, to where I prototyped it, and until I turned the idea into a business now that is running. So if I would say in a nutshell, YALI has enabled me to start a business. If I hadn't joined YALI, I couldn't have started. Number one, what I would tell the other change makers is that the growth and comfort, they don't coexist. Sometimes you have to go just the way you are, how you are. So basically what I'm doing now, number one, I always like to lead by example. I haven't reached that far where I want to go, but at least I have started. You know, I started the first company into real estate, and then now I'm venturing into agribusiness. And this is something I can speak on and at least show the other people that can probably follow the trail, or they can even go higher than me. So what I'm saying is, if you have that dream, that dream that has been eating you up, you can just start, you can go, and the rest will be history. So what I'm telling them, they should not be held back by the fear, but they have to make that bold step. They have to bet bold on themselves, so they can start that initiative. You never know. It would turn into the empire that we see. You could change the people's lives around. So basically, and with my community, we have some small gatherings that we normally do in the evening, or probably if I just use the word of mouth when I meet other fellow farmers, I always encourage them to see how they can turn whatever they're doing into kind of monetizing what they're doing. So basically, even me, where I am, it's not where I'm supposed to do. I don't have to do only farming, but I'm thinking of how I can add some value addition. I always tell them to add some value addition. So this is where we will get a chunk of money, but also this is where we will take the agriculture sector to another level. We have so many challenges, but if there were no challenges, by the way, there wouldn't be some opportunities. So once you overcome the challenges, you actually make impact. So one of the challenges is actually the climate change. Like, it has been sunk the whole world. The climate change, sometimes we purpose that the rain will rain in this time, but it can even we can even have all year round the drought. Or sometimes it could rain, and many times and I find that the crops is actually, the crops are dead the whole year. So basically what I'm doing now, in piggery, I also have a banana plantation. So combining them is not easy, especially the pigs will survive the whole year round as long as you give them water and food. But the banana plantation will need a lot of rain. So you can spend the whole year without rain, and that's one of the problems. Coming to the pigs, one of the problems we have is actually feeding. The feed is not easy to, I don't know, during this kind of inflation. When there is scarcity of food, of course, there's also the scarcity of animal feed. So we do overcome them by probably planting our own crops. Like we've been trying to plant our own maize and take them to the machines to crush them for us, so that we can make our own food. We have planted some soybeans, and we have turned them into the food for animals. So there would be a lot of also the lack of capital, by the way, to be not generally, but I'm saying like enough capital. This is, I'm purposing to have, like, by the end of next year, to have 500 pigs. But every time I question myself, where am I going to get that capital? Because it needs capital, buying soil, buying what you call, if you know, the source, the mother pigs, if I would say. So that would need a lot of capital, but I believe that where there's a will, there's also a way. YALI needs a lot of people like you who are making changes into the lives of people in your communities. Once you are a change maker, you believe you're a change maker, please do apply. I can testify that with my with my two legs, if I would say. Please apply. Don't just base on your education level. Don't base probably on where you're coming from. YALI needs a lot of people like you who are making changes into the lives of people in your communities. So basically, YALI just sparked the fire into me. In fact, let me tell you, even now, the people that went there, even the people that went after there, we are in touch. We have made a good network. We have people have come to mentor some fellows. We've got some mentees, we have got some mentors. So that is a very good network that you would want to join. Not only that, but the instructors, you know, the companies we visited. So this is something that you don't want to miss in life. So if you really have been trying, probably delaying to apply, please do your application and join YALI, and you will thank me later. Actually, the name, actually we call all of them, they have the names. This one is called Mkobajana. Do you know why? This was just the act of I wanted it to give more than 10 piglets, so I called it Mkobajana. So because I wanted it was just like a sign of confessing that it has to give birth to many piglets. So basically, the piggery farming is very lucrative. Why? Because in their production, they can give up to 10 up to 15 piglets just in a span of 3.5 months. So basically, this is actually when you see this one, this is 1 month old, and very soon they are going to be weaned for only 2 months. And people, even now, they have started to ask me if they can buy. So I could tell the people, especially who want to go into piggery, they shouldn't look at the mess, they shouldn't look at the smell, they should look at the money it brings. So especially the young people that actually would want to venture into them. Look at this one. This one gave up to 10 piglets. Guess what? And by 2 months, I believe one piglet will be 60,100 francs. Multiplying by 10, that is 600,000. Almost $1 million. So that's what I'm saying. So basically, the piggery, you know, I've been into livestock. I was born in the livestock farming. My father was a livestock farmer, but him was so staunched into cows. But I saw that how the cows would take a long time. No, I'm not comparing the business. I'm not even, if you're in cow farming, I'm not saying that you should turn it down and go into pigs. But what I'm saying is, piggery farming is unstoppable. I would call it a ticking bomb in business. So basically, come here. So this one is called actually Rafiki because it is very friendly. You know, it's full of it does. Rafiki in Swahili is just a friend. So this one is very friendly. It's very calm and quiet, and it knows that the boss needs a lot of piglets, and that's what it gave. You see, going to this one. This is the first one. This one. Let me tell you, pigs, especially piglets, they have to be taken care of very much. This one gave up to 8 piglets, but look, we only have 4. What happened is, especially during the birth, they have one of the things that really kill the piglets is the moisture, the humidity. You see, we had some low infrastructure at the start, and due to the fact that it was our first business, we kind of messed up, and then four of them passed away. I cannot describe what actually took them. So this is one of the first. You can see this is already weaned. This is 2 months right away. So basically, within 3 months or 4 months, actually 5 months, it's going to. I'll be getting a thousand of money from them. So one thing I also would want to add is you have to be able to calculate, because this is mass. Because pigs can consume food, they can eat, and guess what? If you want them, remember we are looking into the bulk, like the weight. Once you give them raw quality food, they are going to be weight. They will be having less weight. And once you are trying to give them also a lot of food so that they can have weight, you may finding yourself that you are only investing into food and you're not getting back your money. So there is calculation in business. You have to calculate the food, you have to calculate the labor, you have to calculate the water, you have to calculate the electricity, you have to calculate everything. But I would say, whatever you will do, you are going to get 100-fold of the returns. Yeah. So another thing is, actually, this is the right time to separate them. Oh, you want to go? You come, I will just give you a hand. It's okay. Mess. Would you? Yes. So I'm telling the youngsters that please go into agriculture. You will because agriculture is, if I would say, agriculture and technology are one of the leading sectors actually in these times, right? And by the way, some people think that pigs enjoy dirtiness. No, actually one of the cleanest animals I have seen, because where it defecates, it's not where it sleeps. So it has to separate the two, you know. So this is what actually, these are the cows, what you call just cows. They are very resourceful in the milk source. So what I wanted to do is actually to also have dairy farming, where I can produce milk for, of course, for sale, and also having in mind that I get the manure for the banana plantation. If you can see around there down, you can see banana plantation. So the waste from the cows, all the waste from the pigs, I make sure that they just go to the banana plantation. So I want to supply that chain. I want from here that one day I will be having my number one, from the pigs I purpose to have the meat processing plant. And then from cows, I want to have a dairy, the milk processing also plant or machines. Then also from the bananas. Why not? You never know, in the future I would find other things that I can turn from the banana leaves or the banana itself. So basically, here you see I have already built if I would say the houses for the cows. I want like five good breed of cows, Frisians or Jersey, that at least one would give like 20 liters of milk per day. So that's the purpose. You know, in the business, you have to go slow by slow with what you have. I couldn't have waited, so I started with what I have. Like the other one, the heifer there, the heifer is kind of mixed. It has a lot of, you know, our local breed, but I am purposing that one day I will sell it and add some money and bring another good Frisian that can give a lot of milk for sale. So basically, that's if I would say, I want like five of them. If I get 5 or 6 that give at least 20 liters per day, that is 100 liters per day. And guess what? By now, 1 liter of milk is up to 500. Yeah, 500 when you multiply that's really good money. So that is the idea behind my mind. Another thing I would say, it is always good to make sure that the cows, not only the cows by the way, the livestock, they are really sleeping, or they are lying in the clean house, because I have seen that there are some people from who have no that information, where they keep on piling some grass. They are trying to raid their houses, but they forget that there's what we call ammonia. When you keep on piling them, there's a kind of this that will stem from the cow dung and all the grass that you are putting there. So it is better at least to make sure that you clean probably in a week, 3 times a week, yeah, so that you make sure that there wouldn't be any disease that's coming from those waste, because they are very hot. So this is where, actually this is a transit. This is where I put them while I'm waiting to take them to the banana plantation. Yeah. Yes. This is what I was telling you about the banana plantation. Banana plantation in our I would say, if our culture where we grew up, is one of the food that is consumed by a larger number of Rwandans. So this is what we call kamara. Kamara. They are very kamara-masen, or if I'd say, this is these days it's very expensive. That's why when I was planting here, I was very selective, especially the banana plants that are not affected by any disease, and also the good type that can be very good, that can be really that can be marketable at the market. So I am planting in phases, due of course to capital, also the season. This is what that part is what I just planted the earlier than this one. So this one contains the banana inyamunyo and also kamara and also gros michel, which is some of them are for to eat them when they're ripe. Others they have to be cooked as food. So banana plantain is also profitable business, because once you take care of it and you have that banana that has a lot of weight. By now 1 kilogram is around 250 Rwandan francs. So now guess when you have like one of it that is having, let's say, like 50 kilogram. When you have 50 kilogram banana, that is 7,500, and you might get like hundreds of them in one banana plantation. So that is also another money. So I'm combining them. So number one, I'm trying to use land appropriately, like you have a small land, but at least you have to put use to, so that you can accommodate a lot of mixed farming. So like you have pigs, and then you have the cows, and then you have banana plantation. But I'm planning also to bring the poultry keeping, because for them, that's why I left some piece of land there, another land there, so that, you know, for them they can even just they don't need a big land, you know, and what you own and what you have is only to take care of their food. It's not like a cow farming, you know, or dairy farming. The cattle farming, they need a lot of land. You can see, if you could see down there, you can see what we call the napier grass. That's napier grass for cows. But one day, I'm purposing that one day I'm going to replace them with banana plantation, because I would just keep like a few of cows, and also plant somewhere some grass, and then increase the banana plantation. So basically, I can envisage that within a few years, I'm going to be harvesting a big money from this, and also venture into other businesses. Well, one thing I like about this, so people would question that how were you able to get this land? Honestly speaking, this is not my land. It's just the land that I leased from someone. It's a foreigner's land, so he had to go back home to Sweden, and then I talked to him that probably if you are not going to have this land within let's say like short time, I can be using it. And then he said, yeah, go ahead and give it a shot. And then I gave it a shot, and that's how I started. Honestly speaking, I was born in cattle keeping. I didn't know about banana plantation, and I didn't know about pig farming. But what I have seen, everything is learnable. You can learn. You can learn. You know, there's nothing like nuclear science around here. You know, if people can fly planes, you can even learn to graze pigs or to grow pigs. So basically, that's what I would say. And also that once you are driven by the business, I've seen that you cannot force these things into yourself. You can try to imitate other people, but along the way you are going to get drained and give it up. Because when I'm here, I feel really fulfilled. I feel like this is my next home to another home that I have, and I feel like that until I reached what I want. To be honest speaking, this has been my money. I haven't gone into loan, which probably sometimes in the future, in order to expand, probably I'm thinking to get some loan, but at least I want to have some tangible and running business so that I can present it to some of the funders. So basically, that's what I would say in general.
Wow, amazing. As you have seen, it was really an enjoyment. It was an enjoying time. We have seen a lot of things that Gakumba David is doing here. Agriculture is a good thing to do. Why not? In past years, old people are the ones who used to be in agriculture and farming, but as you have seen, as we youth, we have to engage in agriculture too. So my advice to young people is that you have seen that there is a lot of opportunity and opportunity, money, business, different kind of business in agriculture and farming. And it's not all about white collar job. You can see my shoes. Most of the people always care about, you know, smartness, all those things. But in agriculture, in farming, there's a lot of money. My closing remarks is that with no agriculture, there's no life, because we have seen people dying from hunger, dying from poverty. And 70% is a lot of percentage that contributing to development, to the economic. So I'm really shocked. I don't even have anything to add on after what I have seen here in this compound. So thank you so much, guys. Please, again, kindly share this video, subscribe and like it, just to spread the good story, to spread the motivation to the young people, just to make them understand why we need to engage in agriculture. Bye bye. See you on the next episode.